Hello everyone and welcome back to Love English. I'm Sabrah and today we're exploring a fascinating accent. We're heading up north past London, past the Midlands to the largest county in England, Yorkshire.
Yorkshire, from the rolling hills to the desolate moors.
We love Yorkshire, don't we? Be proud of where you come from.
Northerners probably are better than Southerners. Southerners are great people, but it's hard to beat the Northerner.
For yourselves, but most of all, do it for Yorkshire! This better be good.
Yorkshire is famous for its rolling dales, ancient stone villages, hearty food and dry humour. And of course it's famous for having such a warm accent. And it's probably one of the most iconic accents in the UK.
E by gum means, oh, what the bloody hell.
It's make us a pot of tea, lass.
Now, being the biggest county in the UK, Yorkshire isn't just one accent. It's a whole collection of them. Leeds sounds slightly different from Sheffield, Hull sounds slightly different from Barnsley, and York sounds different again. We'll have a brief look later at some of the regional varieties, but this video will mainly focus on the key features that they all share. Of course, the accent has also been put on the map by some proper Yorkshire lads and lasses. So we've got Joe Root, who is the England cricket captain, and of course acting icon Sean Bean, and of course the show Downton Abbey, which has been an international sensation. Lots of the downstairs staff in Downton Abbey have Yorkshire accents, like Daisy and Mrs Patmore. And one of our longest running soaps, Emmerdale Farm, is also set in Yorkshire, and the characters have Yorkshire accents. Right, let's get stuck in then. First of all, we always look, when we look at any accent, at the position of the mouth, how the mouth should sit, how the tongue will sit, and things like that. So Yorkshire has quite a distinct oral posture. The sound sits further back in the throat than, for example, my accent, so you'll find your tone goes a bit lower, and there is less space at the back of the throat. The tongue stays low and fairly flat, and this creates this grounded, resonant, earthy sound. So let's have a go at this. Try saying cup of tea. I fancy a cup of tea. I fancy a cup of tea. You might notice that my mouth opens a little bit more wider this way as well. So you do find often that people from Yorkshire, their mouths open more this way, whereas in an RP or a modern RP accent, the jaw falls down more, but you won't have that as much in a Yorkshire accent. So kind of focus on keeping the sound here. It's a little bit more nasal as well, which means more sounds going through the nose. Now we'll have a look at the vowel changes. First of all, let's start with one of the biggest changes, which is this much more flatter, broader ah sound. So there isn't the bath trap split in Yorkshire. You're going to hear the ah much more than you're going to hear the ah. They do have R, but it's not used anywhere near as much as we use it in the south. So for example, it's not path and grass and last, it'll be path, last, grass, ah.
First Ranger, you have commanded Castle Black. It's dragon glass. It's what I used to kill the White Walker.
That was our last chance to grab the glass. That was our last chance to grab the glass. The next very important sound that we're going to look at is the O. So this is a diphthong, O, but actually in Yorkshire it sounds just more like a long monophthong. So it'll be more like O, but it is long, like no, goat, throat, phone, zone, Rome. She's going on holiday to Rome. I think she lost her phone at the party.
I don't know, I might have done.
Is it possible?
I don't know, I might have done.
Oh, no, you just lived in a normal house.
Right, next one we're going to look at is the A, and this one again goes longer. So for me, A is wider like this, but for them, A goes further back. A! Think about this trend with the Yorkshire accent. Further back and lower. Train, say, great, fame, rain, Spain. The rain in Spain falls mostly on the plains. These days, everyone wants to be rich and famous.
Was it good for you, baby?
Guinness is really good for you, baby.
He's not a ladies' man. Well, isn't it a blessed relief?
Next thing we're going to look at is what we call the put vowel. So basically we have what we call in the south of England a foot-strut split. And a foot-strut split means that those two sounds, foot and strut, and are very different. So for example, we would say, he's coming over later. He's coming over later. And we would say the word come with an sound. We would also say words like love, fun, money, done. They would all take our strut vowel, the But in a Yorkshire accent, you don't use the sound, the strut vowel, as much. Instead, they use the vowel in book, the like in book, and cook. So you stop saying, you stop hearing a difference between foot and strut, and they will start to sound the same. Foot, strut, not foot, strut. Foot, strut. Love, money, done, much, lunch, some, come, funny. I've got enough money for the bus. I've got enough money for the bus. Come up, love, we'll have a cuppa. Come up, love, we'll have a cuppa.
Dating thing at the pub or something?
I told you everyone would be. She won't come.
Look, shut up! You talk too much.
Next feature we're going to look at is the Y ending words, which in a more southern accent or a standard southern British accent, they would often sound more like an E, pretty, baby, lovely, funny. But these actually become more of an I sound on the end. Pretty, pretty, baby, lovely, funny. Pretty, baby, lovely, funny.
You know, she was very funny as well. It was very funny as well. That's the extent to what type of people we are. We're very, very happy.
Other vowel shifts include the nurse vowel, so what we call the long sound, that going again a bit longer, like nurse, bird, first. Have you heard the news about the girl? Have you heard the news about the girl? It's just going a little bit longer, so we're like in word, first, third, nurse. She works as a nurse. She works as a nurse. You might also find that the ow sounds like in south and mouth and down. That goes a little bit further back with more of the lips spreading. So it might be more like house, down, south. Now you also find that in Yorkshire some letters can get dropped. So for example, you'll often see the final G is dropped from the end of words. Like I was going out. I'm chatting to a friend. I'm seeing him later. She's coming round my house later. I haven't got a clue what's going on. I haven't got a clue what's going on.
And hopefully that'll happen for me at some point in life, you know. I don't know when that is, but...
You might be at the top of the hill, but you're a way off being over it.
Now when it comes to the glottal stop, which means the deletion of the middle T, that happens more in rural areas and when the accent is stronger. So I had a friend of mine from Yorkshire and he used to always say, we need to look at the data. We need to look at the data instead of data. And it might be like, oh, that's better, instead of that's better. Or, have you got any more butter? Instead of, have you got butter? Again, in more rural areas, you'll often get more blending. So pushing words together, deletion of sounds and deletion of even words sometimes, or letters.
After barn out today, lad. If they'll make sure they're getting the right warm coat on and clean the bullets. Don't be going out with them mucky bullets on.
I'm going to shop. Or you might hear the word nout, which means nothing. Like, I've got nout.
But anyway, it's done now, so...
Well, there's nothing you can do about it,
no.
yet.
So hopefully that's given you a good introduction to how the accent sounds and how it changes in terms of how your mouth should work through the accent, the tone and the vowel shifts, as well as how sounds can be dropped or blended together. Now let's have a brief look at the different regional varieties of a Yorkshire accent. So Yorkshire, as we said, is enormous. Accent variety is huge. In West Yorkshire, so around Leeds, Bradford, Huddersfield, Wakefield, you'll really get that long A, like I'm going to shop later. Later, you'll really hear that long A sound coming out. Whereas I would say down in South Yorkshire, it sounds ever so slightly a little bit more like Manchester. It goes a bit more brassy. bit heavier, a bit broader.
North of England, Yorkshire, Doncaster. Very proud to be from Doncaster.
You're not going to get quite those sort of low tones that you might get more in the West Yorkshire. It goes slightly more towards Manchester. The North Yorkshire are less likely to do the butter and better. It's a little bit gentle, a little more conservative, more from like York and Harrogate and places like that. You'll still hear a lot of these sounds, but you might not hear that long O go quite as long. Perhaps in West Yorkshire you might hear more of like the no, it's not coming, no. And you might even hear that in South Yorkshire as well. But on the whole, it tends to be a little bit more reserved, a little bit softer and gentler in North Yorkshire on the whole. And that's your full guide to the Yorkshire accent. You've earned yourself a proper brew now, lad. Try out the drills, practice the vowel shifts, and channel your inner Joe Root, Sean Bean, or your favourite Downton Abbey footman. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Please do say which accent you would like us to explore next, and we'll see you soon on the channel. Bye-bye.